Hello, I'm Roxanne Carr, Mayor of Strathcona County. As I have knocked on doors throughout the county, several people have raised questions regarding the growth plans for Strathcona County and the Bremner Growth Area, which you see behind me. When I was first elected as a councillor in 2007, the Capital Region Board had already determined that the region would double in population by 2040. It was this group that determined Strathcona County would only have two options for residential growth: Bremner and Colchester. Recognizing that not having a plan for growth would limit our community, in the 2013 election campaign, I promised I would lead council to a decision within this four-year term. I can honestly say it has been one of my most challenging tasks. As a councillor and as mayor, I have consistently advocated against urban development in the Bremner area. I fully appreciate the value and the importance of these agriculture lands. My own review of these two options led me again to vote against Bremner urbanization. Unfortunately, a mayor has only one vote on council, and not enough of the other members agreed with me. Council selected Bremner by a vote of 6-2. It was a very tough day for me. I did believe that the comparison between Colchester and Bremner would prove that Colchester was the better choice. Great agriculture land should be protected at every opportunity. This is where my personal opinion conflicted with my role as a mayor and as council spokesperson. When the vote was done, it was my job to communicate the democratic decisions of our council. It is a mayor's role to represent council decision publicly and regionally and at sub-regional tables. To not represent the majority vote on council would be unethical. Since that decision, our revised municipal development plan, which now has Bremner as our future urban growth area, has been accepted by the Capital Region Board. Personally, I was not as upset as some members of council when the Capital Region Board chose to reduce the footprint of Bremner by over 50% and limit the amount of agriculture land to be developed. A small victory, to be sure, but a noteworthy one. As we go forward, the City of Edmonton has clearly stated, both in their input on the Bremner Growth Study and the Colchester Growth Study, that they would only support the reduced Bremner growth node. Under the current Capital Region Board process, the City of Edmonton does have a veto on the board. If Strathcona County were to submit a new growth plan to the Capital Region Board, the City of Edmonton would have the opportunity to use that veto. Facing a veto in the Capital Region Board process means that we must carefully consider any change to the current municipal development plan. In order to change that statutory plan, Strathcona County would first be required to undertake public consultation as well as public hearings. Then, the municipal development plan would need to be resubmitted to council for a vote. While council very well could go through this process again and approve Colchester as the growth node, our community would face the prospect of our preferred option being rejected by the Capital Region Board. This would leave our community with no opportunity to grow for many years to come. I promised in my last campaign that our community would not be left in limbo again, that the 2013-2017 council would make the decision, and we did. It certainly was not the decision I had hoped for. We are still many, many years away from Bremner's development, and the area is designed to be built over a 30-year time frame. Growth will only occur as population and economy demands. There are many decisions still to be made long before shovels are in the ground or other infrastructure built. area structure plans, which must be approved by our council and the Capital Region Board. These processes will include more opportunities for the public to provide further input on the design of Bremner. As always, I encourage residents to participate in this process, and we will listen. Some residents have expressed concerns about the costs for key infrastructure to support the Bremner development. I am committed to protect your tax dollars and ensure growth that will not be on the backs of existing taxpayers. As an experienced mayor, I will ensure developers pay the costs for servicing these lands. I have led council as they have remained firm on this practice despite constant pressures. In addition, the relationships I have built with the provincial government will benefit this community as we seek support for major infrastructure to accommodate this new development. On-site levies paid by the developer are used for all on-site roads, pipes and utilities like communications. Strathcona County has also imposed levies on developers to pay for a portion of the recreation, social and emergency services. This represents a significant portion of project costs of Bremner. We must plan and prepare for future growth. To do otherwise creates future problems for our citizens and their children. Houses would become even less affordable as supply dwindles. Economic opportunities are missed because we don't have appropriately designated or serviced land. Growth is never easy, but what makes it even harder is not having a plan. Strathcona County now has the long-range plan that allows us to move forward. If you would like more information, please visit my website at carformayor.ca.